working on a pretty high intensity class, and we're going to be focusing on our lateral line, or basically our entire side body. So there's going to be a lot of external oblique work, a lot of IT band, tensor fascia latae or TFL, and yeah, it's kind of an area that we don't really focus on a lot in yoga. There's usually a lot of forward fold, backward bending, but working on your side body can really build your overall strength, especially in back bending and things like that in yoga. Side body strength is something that's going to give you overall power in your body and eventually in your mind. So we're going to get started today. It's very hot here in the studio today. Dublin is a scorcher, finally. We usually get about 1 day of summer here in Dublin, and today it's it. So I've chosen a pretty hot day to do a very sweaty class. So, okay, so we're going to get started actually in straight and downward facing dog. So I'd like you to plant your palms, spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes, lift the hips all the way up and back. So set up your feet about hip width. They can be wider than hip width if that's more comfortable. Spread the fingers wide. Lift through the sit bones. Maybe you need a little bend in the knees today. If you're feeling like this is the first time you're moving and maybe there's a little bit of stiffness, I'm going to sway into the hips. I'd like you to begin to bend into your knees one at a time. So pedal left and then right. And then I'd like you to lift your left heel, root down to your right. Reach back with your right hand for the inside of your left heel. And as you exhale, you're going to extend down through the heel. And then bend. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Last time. Extend. And bend. Release. Right hand to mat. Opposite side. So lift your right heel. Reach back with the left hand for the heel. Extend. And bend. Extend. And bend. Extend. Last time, bend. Extend and release. Both hands to the mat. From here, inhale, come forward into plank. So come all the way forward, shoulders over your wrists, and then dip your hips down towards your wrist. Modified up dog. Engage your glutes, contract your quads, and then downward facing dog. All the way up and back. Inhale. Exhale, come forward and drop the hips, lift the chest, engage your glutes. Lift it all the way up and back. Keep going, inhaling to come forward. Drop the hips, facing the collarbones, glutes contract. Down dog, use your core to lift your hips up and back. One more time, come forward into that plank position. Allow your hips to dip down, but keep that contraction through core and through your glutes. Lift up, downward facing dog. This time you're going to lift your heels, bring your heels to the left as you dip your hips down toward your left wrist, and then lift back up, down dog. Come forward again, opposite side, heels to the right, and dip your right hip down toward your right wrist, all the way up and back, down dog. Keep going at this lateral dip. Up to down dog, really trying to use your side body to lift all the way back up. And forward, lift, and forward to the right, lift. So this time, come forward, dip to the left, and swim your right arm all the way up and overhead, and back. Come forward to the right, dip the hip, lift the left arm all the way up, and lift, hand to mat. Keep going, so you're dipping, left hip down, and as you circle the right arm overhead, you're going to lift the hip all the way up. Come forward, dip to the right, lift the left arm, swim it overhead as you pick the hip all the way back up, down dog. One more time each side, roll it forward, dip the left hip down, lift it back up, down dog. Come forward. Dip the right hip down, left arm swims up and over. Now come all the way to the left, come forward, plank, dip the hip down, and then pick it back up. Right arm lifts to the sky, Now from here, I'd like you to step that right toe behind you and then step it in front of you. Behind and in front. Behind, in front. Behind and in front. One more. Behind, in front. Bring that right foot behind you. While it's thin, reach your right arm overhead and then dip the left hip down toward the mat. Lift it back up and dip. Lift up and dip. Up and dip. One more. Up and dip. Lift it up. Step your right foot to the front of your mat. So nice and controlled again. Use your side body to bring the right foot all the way forward. We're going to come to our Skandasana, seated at the back of our mat. So come all the way back, sink into your left heel, flex your right foot, and then allow your bum to come all the way down. So from here, I'd like you to bring your hands behind the head. You're going to bring your right elbow towards your right knee, and then extend into Kali Mudra. Extend your arms forward, feel your side body, and then elbows behind the head, or hands behind the head, elbows wide, and then come up, lean to the left. Again, Kali Mudra. By the ears, squeeze biceps to ears, point through the middle finger. Again, fingers behind the head, elbow to right knee. Kali Mudra. Interlock all the fingers except for index. Elbows wide, hands behind the head. Use your side body to lift up, go to the left. Kali Mudra to the back. Come forward. Right elbow, right knee. And Kali Mudra. Again, elbows wide. Come up, go back. Kali Mudra. And this time come up, elbows behind the head. Bring your right elbow to your knee. We're going to come all the way up onto our heels. So if you need, use your right hand, come up into Skandasana. Keep your right elbow to your knee, and then come toward a side angle. Right elbow stays to the knee. So from here, open that left shoulder. Check that you have heel to arch alignment in your feet. And engage your glutes, tuck your tailbone, rib cage in. If you can, you're going to begin to straighten into the right leg. Okay, right elbow still contacting the knee, but using your side body to lengthen the crown of your head forward. Bring the right elbow to the inside of the right knee and plant the palm of your right hand on your chest. And then begin to pulse to the inside of the right leg. So if you watch me, I'm doing little bounces for 10, for 9, 8, use your side body, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to standing, arms out wide. Heels in, toes out. Skandasana again toward the back of your mat. So sink down into your left heel, flex your right foot, and bring your left hand behind you. Reach your right arm overhead, and bring it forward. Arms wide. Drop your right foot in. Reach your right fingers overhead, and come forward. Lift the right toe. Drop the right toe, left fingers behind you. Reach overhead. One last time. Flex the right foot, toes toward the sky. Left fingers behind you. Reach the right arm back. And then you're going to bring the left hand to the mat, to the back of your mat, just behind your left foot. Push down, drop your right foot in, preparing for side plank. So hug your left knee in toward your chest. Right hand behind the head. We're going to dip the left hip down. Pick it back up and bring your right elbow to your knee. Elbow wide, dip the left hip down, elbow to knee. Dip left hip down, elbow to knee. So these crunches, elbow wide, dip down, and crunch. One more. Dip down, and crunch. Well done. Dip down, crunch. Then open the right elbow and step your left foot to the back of your mat. So it might take a few steps or a little bit of a shimmy. We're now in a low lunge toward the back of our mat. So drop your right knee down, left knee over left ankle. We're going to come up into that low lunge position. So all the way up, arms overhead. Lift the lower belly up and in. And then twisting to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. And again, we're going to bring the hands behind the head. I'd like you to bring your right elbow toward your left knee. Come back up and a slight lean back. Right elbow toward left knee. Come up, lean back. Keep going, forward and back. Forward and back. Forward, use the core, back, forward and back. This time bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Straighten your left leg, flex your left foot for half splits. You're gonna point the toe and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Well done, one more, point, flex, keep the foot flexed. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, round into your spine, tuck your chin toward your chest, and try to get your forehead to touch your knee, or your hairline to touch your knee. From there, little bounces. So up and down for 20, 19. Again, watch me if you don't know how to bounce. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. So no stiff movements, it's more of a rebound effect, like a basketball bouncing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look forward, bend into the left knee. Tuck your right toe, lift your right knee, and step your right ankle behind your left. So crossing at your legs. Inhale to find length. Exhale, fold over the thighs. Root down through the feet as you rise up tall, arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, side bend. Right hand down, left arm overhead. Back to center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left arm down, right arm overhead. Keep going. Inhale, lift back up. Use your core. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. One more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift your chest, lengthen your spine. You can either hop back through this cross leg position, or you can just move through your regular vinyasa, stepping both feet into plank. So I'm going to bend a little bit into my knees and hop back onto the left toes. Into chaturanga. Inhale, modified up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can uncross your legs. Okay, so magic. Here, facing the back of your mat. You might need to grab your phone or your laptop if it's at the front of your mat, if you need to watch the direction, but hopefully I'm okay enough at cueing that you can just listen to my cues rather than watch. Okay, so from here we're going to inhale, come forward into that plank position, drop your heels to the right, hip to the right, swing your left arm overhead as you pick the back of the hips all the way back up, down dog. Roll it forward, heels to left, hip down to left, right arm swims up and overhead, down dog. Keep going, inhale forward, we're going to the right, left arm comes up and over, that front breaststroke position, left hip down, right arm up and over, down dog. Forward to the right, lift up, and forward to the left, lift up. Okay, so this time we're holding to the right. We're going to come forward, dip down, lift up, left hand stays upward on the right hand. Now bring your left toes behind you and forward. Behind you and forward. Behind you and forward. Behind. Try to keep your entire body really steady and try to keep your right hip lifting up so we're not sagging down. Behind. Forward. This time behind. Open a little bit through your left hip. So spiral your chest towards the sky while lifting, and then drop the right hip down. Pick it back up. Down. Pick it back up. Down. Pick it up. Down. Keep that right arm really strong. Up. Down. Up. Hold. Step the left foot to the front of your mat into that runner's lunge position. Really slow, controlled. If you need to use the left hand to bring it forward, do. So we're going to face the back of our mat in that Savasana on the right side this time. So sit your bum all the way down to the mat. Right heel wants to be nice and close in toward your right sit bone. And then fingers behind the head. Come forward, left elbow toward the knee. Extend into Kali Mudra, arms fully active. Come all the way back, hands behind the head. And then leaning slightly toward the right, arms overhead, Standasana. Again, lift back up to the left. Forward with the arms. Arms wide, hands behind the head. Come back to center. Lean to the right. Kali Mudra toward the back. And then again, fingers behind the head, to the left. Kali Mudra, really feeling that side body working, your entire lateral line to the right. And left. Center to the left. Engage your biceps, squeeze them by the ears. Come back to center, elbows wide. One more, to the right. Kali Mudra. And then this time, left elbow to the knee. You might need to use your hands, push into your hands to come all the way up into that Standasana. Left elbow comes to the knee and come forward. Use the left heel to hug your left knee to a bent position, coming into this side angle. Hands behind the head, elbows out wide, tuck the tailbone, lengthen through your left and right side body, and then straightening into the left leg. If you need to change the position of the feet at all for this Trikonasana stance, do. Maybe you need a micro bend in the left knee like me. And then bring your left hand or left elbow to the inside of the left knee. Bring your left palm onto your chest and begin to pulse up and down to the inside of your left thigh for 10. Breathing into it for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep the tailbone tucking. 4, strong legs. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back up, arms wide. Bring your heels in, toes out. Again, Standasana to the back of your mat. Sink down into your seat. Bring your right fingertips behind you. Drop your left heel. Sweep the left arm overhead. Back to Standasana. Left toes to the sky. And then circle to the right. Left arm overhead. Back to center, and behind. Left arm overhead. One more time, back to center. Flex the left toes to the sky, and behind. This time, come back to center. Bring your right hand just in front of your right foot, or behind your right foot. Make sure you're grounding through the outer edge of your left foot, so you're not collapsing into the arch. Right hand is directly underneath the shoulder. Left arm to the sky. Suck your right thigh up toward your torso. From here, left hand behind the head. Right hip down. Lift up and crunch, elbow to knee. Drop down. Use your side body, elbow to knee. Dip down and lift. Dip down and crunch. 2 more. Dip down, crunch, dip down, crunch. Bring your left elbow wide. Bring the right hand or right foot to the front of your mat this time. So you can use your hand to get it there, spin onto the ball of the left foot, set up for a low lunge. So feet are on separate tracks, right knee over right ankle. Sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Again, try not to collapse into the lower back. So even though we're allowing the hips to sink forward, you want to keep that core engagement. Your lower body's working for you here. From here, we're going to bring engage into your left glute and twist to the right. Bring the hands behind the head. Left elbow to the knee. Back to center and back. Forward and back. Forward. Crunch into your side body back. Every time you come through center, really trying to lengthen up through the crown of the head. So we're trying not to collapse into our spine, pushing down through the feet. Forward, come all the way up, release the hands, and bring the hands either side of the right foot. Flex into the right foot as you straighten your right leg. Half splits if you need blocks underneath the hands, you can. And we're going to flex and point to the right toe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex your right toes. Square off the hips. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, round like an angry cat. Try to get your forehead toward your knee, or your hairline toward your knee. And then light on the fingers, soften the elbows, begin to pulse. So head is pulsing toward the inside of your right calf. So again, a rebound effect, soft, bouncing sensation. Try to find your end range and allow that end range to naturally bounce the body back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look forward, bend into your right knee, tuck your left toe, step the left foot behind the right. Cross up the ankles, inhale, lengthen, gaze forward, exhale, fold over your thighs. Root your eyes, arms lift all the way up overhead. Inhale, hold here, bending to the left. Back to center, bend to the right. Woo. Losing my balance. Back to center, bend to the left. Try to squeeze the glutes, lift up through the lower belly, center, right, center, left. This is our last time. Center, right. Both arms overhead. Inhale, lengthen up, push down through the feet. Exhale, swan dive forward, chest forward, weight a little bit more in the toes. Inhale, find length, look forward. And again, your vinyasa of choice. So you can either step back to plank, planting the palms, hop back, landing on the left toe this time. Chaturanga, modified up dog, engage glutes, contract your lower belly up and in. Downward facing dog. Uncross the ankles, take a moment, breathe in through the nose, and maybe you take a sigh out through the mouth. We're going to continue this flow, really working into our side body. Do your best. Inhale, come forward, plank. Side plank, left side. So come over onto the left hand, make sure it's underneath the shoulder, pushing down through the hand to really lift up through the side body. Right arm up to the sky, stack your hips. Right hand behind the head. Drop the left hip down and pick it back up. Drop down, pick it up. Drop down, pick it up. Drop down, pick it up. This time hover your right leg. Bring your right knee to your right elbow and drop down. Pick back up, extend, elbow to knee, drop down, pick back up, extend, elbow to knee, drop down, pick it back up, extend, last time, drop down, pick it back up, keep your elbow to knee, step the right foot to the front of your mat, keep that right elbow touching the knee, drop the left heel, and both hands behind the head for your side angle position with the legs. Again, right heel in line with the arch of the back foot. Use the obliques, your internal, external obliques. Tuck your tailbone. From here, arms forward, Kali Mudra. Hands behind the head. Come all the way up, reverse. Left elbow back, right elbow lift. Kali Mudra back. Hands behind the head. Come forward. Keep going. Forward. Hands behind the head and back. Kali Mudra, hands behind the head, come forward, extend, squeeze biceps to ears, elbows wide, lift up, engage glutes, strong legs, come forward, last time, Kali Mudra, hands behind the head, lift up, engage your core, back, hands behind the head, bring your right elbow to your knee, we're coming into half moon or Ardha Chandrasana with the elbow to the knee. So I'm going to get you to look down, walk your left foot in, and begin to balance on your right leg as you extend the left leg back. This is, I would say, quite challenging. If you need to come into your regular Ardha Chandrasana, do engage your core, begin to straighten into the right leg, externally rotate that left hip. Bring the hands out wide, Ardha Chandrasana. Engage. Again, lengthen crown of head forward. Hover your right hand. So bring the palm to face up like you're holding something really precious, whether that's a diamond or for me, a coffee, because I really need one. And bring your right forearm like you're holding a tray. Now begin to square off your hips. Drop that left hip down, both arms forward, warrior 3. So internally rotate your left leg, wrap your left inner thigh toward the sky, hold it here. Breathe, 3, 2, 1. Step into a wide leg chair. So both feet nice and wide, arms forward, sit back and down. Engage up through the lower belly. And I'd like you to begin to lift your left heel. Bring left fingertips down behind your left heel and hug your left knee over your left shoulder. Keep the right arm, bring the right arm to the sky, push down into left fingertips and point your left toes forward. Bending into the right knee, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, Ardha Chandrasana, sweep your left leg back. Bring the left arm forward slightly, right arm to the sky. You're nearly there, really nice. Staying on the right foot. Spiral from the belly, so hug your belly in, hug that right hip back. Plug your left femur bone into its socket. And then hug your left knee in towards your chest. Come all the way to seated. Extend your left leg forward. Lift the left leg. Wrap your arms around your right knee and the back of your left hamstring. Hold it here. Flex your left foot. Breathe, 3. Lift the chest, 2. Lean the weight forward into your right heel and your sit bones. 1. Bend the leg. Point the toe and lift the leg. Hold for 10, 9, again lift the chest, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last time bend, flex, 10, 9, 8, 7, really hug in, 5, 4, chest lift, 3, 2, 1, well done. Bend the leg, bring the left knee behind your shoulder. So you're going to try and hook the left foot or the left knee over your left shoulder. Elephant trunk, bring your right legs forward. Hands either side of your hips. Now push down. The hands can plant about shoulder width distance in front of your hips. So what we're going to try and do is elephant trunk into Kundanyasana. Very challenging. Don't worry if it's not in your practice. Hands in front of hips. Lean the weight forward, hover your bum, and try to extend the right heel away from the mat. Now bend, hug your right leg between your arms. Extend back, bend into elbows, chaturanga. Extend right leg back, left leg forward, right toe down, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale, exhale, down dog. Okay, very challenging. If you want to press pause and give it a go again, even if you're still just working on your elephant trunk, it's a great way to begin and get that pelvic floor activation. Okay, take a nice full deep inhale through the nose, exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Come forward into plank. Roll onto side plank, right side. So both heels to the right, step the left foot on top of right, lift your left arm. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the right hip just to hover. Lift back up. Inhale. Exhale. Don't collapse into your right shoulder. Really feel the right arm. Push the mat away. Lower. And lift. Lower. And lift. Lower. This time, power your left leg. Bring your hand behind your head and bring the elbow to the knee. Lower. Lift. Extend. Elbow to knee. Lower. Lift, extend. Try not to fall out like me. Elbow to knee, lower. Lift, extend. Elbow to knee, lower. Lift. This time, step the left foot to the front of your mat. Try to keep the elbow to knee. Drop the right heel, side angle position. Both hands behind the head. So again, try not to flare your ribcage out too much. Even though we're spiraling the chest, that's coming from your spine. So not opening your front body. Hug ribcage in, tuck tailbone, fingertips behind the head. Kali Mudra your arms. Arms forward. Hands behind the head, come all the way back up. Stay lunging deeply into the left knee. Arms back, Kali Mudra. Hands behind the head. Come forward. Kali Mudra. Elbows wide. And back. Reverse. Kali Mudra. Breathe. So we're really trying to get the exhale when you're moving into a space of more effort. So Kali Mudra, exhale, and then the inhale can bring you to center, forward, Kali Mudra, center, inhale, and back. Kali Mudra. This time come forward, bring your left elbow to your knee, look down, and start to toe heel or slide the right foot closer in towards you. So really challenging here. Shift the weight forward, lean onto the left leg, and slowly, as soon as the right toe comes away from the mat, engage the right leg immediately. The more you engage into your right glute, the more active you are through your right foot, the easier this is going to be. You can keep the left knee as bent as you need. Hold, use the lateral body, the obliques, and then slowly left hand down, right arm to the sky. Enjoy this resting pose. Whoever knew half moon or Ardha Chandrasana could be a resting pose. Hug your rib cage in. Breathe. And then hovering your left hand, again hold that tray or that something special in the left palm. Again, engaging the right leg, fall out if you're falling out, doesn't matter, engage the lower belly, come straight back in, warrior three. Arms forward, square off your hips, wrap your right inner thigh toward the sky, hold, 5. Engage your right glute, your right hamstring, 4. Energy forward, 3, 2, 1. Step into that wide chair pose, so feet nice and wide, bum back, arms forward. Hold here, lift up through the lower belly. Breathe. Again, think of length all the way up into your armpits. Now bringing your right heel away from the mat. Scooch down, right fingertips where the right heel was. Try to get that right knee over the right shoulder. Left arm twist to the sky or overhead. Right leg extends forward. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ardha Chandrasana. Sweep the right leg back. Right fingertips underneath the shoulder, square off the hips, so really hug your right femur bone into its socket. Left arm to the sky. You want your torso extending forward, so really think about length out through the crown of your head. Active through the right toes. Breathe, hug your right knee into your chest, come to seated. Extend the right leg forward, almost like a pistol squat, and then lift the right leg. Svitzen is an understatement. Okay, I'm sweating a lot. On your sit bones, wrap your arms around the left shin and the back of your right hamstring. So from here, lift the right leg, flex your foot, and try to lean the weight forward onto your sit bones. So you really should be feeling core engagement here as you lean forward onto the left heel and the sit bones as you lift your chest as high as you can. Bend, point your right toe, and lift back up. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend last time. Take a breather, flex your foot, and extend. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, lift the chest, 2, 1. Release, well done. Okay, so right knee over right shoulder. Really try your best to get the knee as far over the shoulder rather than the outside of your right arm. You want to get it as high over the shoulder, so hucking over. Push your right elbow, your right tricep back into the hamstring. Bring your hands just in front of your hips. Extend your left leg forward, lean forward, and slide the bum back. From there, maybe you lift the chest and hover the left leg. You can hold here or bend the left leg. Extend the left leg back through your arms. Bend into the elbows. Chaturanga arms. Kundalini. Right leg forward, left leg back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Well done. Okay, you made it. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, open the mouth, let go. Okay, drop your knees, cross your ankles, sit your bum back and down. Okay, extending the legs forward. I'm gonna face you. So I'd like you to bring your left foot to the inseam of your right thigh, flexing the right foot as much as you can. I'd like you to come into a side stretch. Bring your right hand either to the shin, ankle, foot, or if you're a little bit more flexible, elbow to inside of calf. Extend your left arm all the way up and overhead. Doesn't matter about depth here. I want you to feel this in your side body, that's all. It doesn't matter how it looks. You might be reaching for the toe, but don't force reaching the toe and collapse that top shoulder forward. You want to be able to keep the space in your chest and really use your lateral body to engage here. So forget about the toe maybe, unless it's very available to you, and really think about extending through those top fingers. Well done, and come all the way back up. Opposite side, left leg out, right foot in. Push the heel into the inseam of the thigh. Again, any option with the arm, either to inside of shin, hand to ankle or foot, and then extend that right arm overhead. So allow the breath to slow down here, but keep effort in your foundation. So whatever's touching the mat wants to be rooting down. Roll the right shoulder back a little bit more. Extend through fingertips. Notice the breath, slow and steady. Come all the way back up. Well done. Okay, so we are going to come onto our backs. Everybody's favorite thing to hear. Facing the front or back of your mat, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, roll down onto your back. Finish in a twist. Keep your right knee in, extend your left leg long. And then sweep the right leg to the left. Use your left arm or left hand. Extend the right arm out wide. Look to the right, or just, I like to keep my eyes closed for this part. Just really letting go. Focusing on the breath, its movement, its journey. If you practice a lot of my classes, you might be getting bored of this pose. I always finish with it, but honestly, I always just feel like this is what my body needs at the end of class. A time to be still, to let go, but still get some sensation. So for me here, still feel that opening in the outside of my right hip and my IT band, TFL. And that enjoyable twist for the belly and the digestive organs. Back to center, switch it up. Left leg in, right leg long. Twist to the right. Bring that left leg all the way over to the right. Extend your left arm out wide. Again, allow the body to sink. Allow your breath to be the only movement as it travels in. Bringing energy, bringing presence, and as it leaves, allow it to take something that you no longer need. Back to center. Both knees to the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then release everything into your Savasana. Well done. That was a pretty sweaty class. I'm hoping that you found that intermediate to advanced, because I found it pretty tough. And if you are not an intermediate to advanced and you gave that a go, fair, I was going to say fair F-U-C-K-S, but fair play to you. Now you get to enjoy this time of digestion, of reset. So give your body the time to simply absorb the effects of your practice. The benefits that you very much deserve after all that effort, strength, and dedication to your practice, to your body, your mind. Notice the belly rising and falling with your breath. encourage you to stay here for as long as you need. That was a tough class, so you might need a little bit extra time, a little bit of extra love. Press pause if you need, and then rejoin us when you're ready. I'm going to roll over onto the right side. Hush up to seated. Keep the eyes closed. Cross your ankles, stack your shoulders over your hips. Sit up tall through your spine. Crown up head to the sky. Take a moment to observe, to be grateful to yourself for deciding to give yourself time to connect with your body, your breath, your mind. You might not feel immediate benefits. Know that the benefits of your practice are the lifelong journey of your yoga practice, of the daily ritual of coming to your mat, putting emphasis on the importance of connecting with your breath. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. I'm so grateful to be able to have this channel where I can practice with people all over the world. It's really an honor. I would like to close my class with a quote. Bringing your hands to prayer at the heart, connecting in with your breath, with yourself, bow your chin toward your chest, and honor your practice. And namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today again. I can't tell you how grateful I am that I get to share your practice and with my practice and merge them. And if you enjoyed today's class and you would like more, I'm going to be continuing to bring you these YouTube videos. I do run international retreats in Crete and Portugal. I have one coming up in October in Crete, which is fully booked, but I do have one in 2020 in Portugal. It is an intermediate to advanced retreat. So it's for those people who like this class, who would like to push themselves a little bit more. They're going to be yoga twice a day, 2-hour-long classes, handstand drills, building a meditation practice, really getting deep into the nitty-gritty of our weaknesses and our strengths, which is what yoga and life is all about. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It's a luxury retreat, so it's in a beautiful private home in 15 minutes from Faro Airport, and there we will have an in-house chef with plant-based food, a private pool. So yeah, need I say more? You can check more out on my website at www.mollymckeever.com, and you can follow me on Instagram as well, Molly McKeever Yoga. But see you again on your mat hopefully next week.